been all over. Started to talk. I've been over, all over. I'm a golfer.
Sure,
so
yeah.
I've been pretty much all over Ireland playing golf. But then also, one of my golf tours, I was with Jack Nicholson, and we stayed in Dublin at the Clarendon.
Yeah.
Before it opened.
Right.
Yes, thanks to you two.
Yeah.
And so we had a nice time there.
I was going to ask what happened on that night. Anything?
And that night?
Yeah, anything. I was in. Did you get up to anything when you were in Dublin?
Well,
Anything
the hotel wasn't open yet. It was about to open, but the bar was downstairs. You remember that?
That's all you can remember.
That's all I can remember.
Can I ask how you feel coming into a sequel? Because I mean, obviously you've done sequels before. Obviously, Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile. Do you find there is a development in your character that you can add something to it, or is it a case of just reprising what you've done already?
That's a good question. There should be something you can add to your character, both for me and the whole process, because the biggest thing is the comfort factor that you know each other. So you're a little looser with each other. I think Paul and Peyton Reed, our director, got more comfortable with the humor element, whereas they weren't sure in the Marvel universe how far they could go. They got a good response on the first one. This one, Ant-Man and the Wasp, is much more kind of, I think, a humor involved. And for me and my whole Hank Pym intellectual hierarchy attitude, I found a little more of a dry sense of humor about it. Found the joy of downplaying simple rather than overacting.
Yeah. I've always wondered, because, I mean, your career as a producer, I mean, I know you consider yourself actor first, producer second, but I mean, when you're on set and you're just even interacting with the whole Marvel apparatus, I mean, do you ever put your producer hat on and think, okay, if I was producing this, what would I do different?
Not unless they ask me.
Sure, right, okay.
Listen, unsolicited
I know,
advice
of course,
can be taken as a hostile gesture. But no, I'll go in. Because in anything I'm involved with as an actor, I always just look at a movie. I never, I mean, some actors just turn to their parts and all. I try to read a script and see if I think it's a good movie. If it's emotionally moves me, then I try to structurally break it down. And then I look at my part. And sometimes you got a really good flashy part. Sometimes you have a part that's servicing the plot line or this or that. But if you know that it's a good movie, that's all you care about. I want to be good in a good movie. I don't want to be good in a lousy movie.
Sure,
that nobody sees. So I've been known. I'm sure Peyton Reed will share with that to raise my a voice now and then. And I get to say, I told you so.
Yeah. And that's just from experience, isn't it?
I've been doing this a long time, and you can't be wrong. But they actually, I mean, if we do this again, I'm going to kind of encourage them that maybe they want to talk to me a little bit. Although, they've got such a bad record, 20 for 20, So,
yeah, Christ. Yeah. I mean, how are you gonna top that? Like?
Exactly.
Because it's funny, because I mean, Evangeline Lilly, I mean, she's a screenwriter and everything like that. I mean, I suppose with that amount of experience in the room, you would think they would want to draw on that.
I think they, but I think they kind of hang on. Paul is the one, because Paul is a writer. He's accredited as a writer. And Paul has an inherently great comedic sense, has a great ability, very jealous actually of it. He gets to, bada-bam. He gets a cap a scene, I can sit there and give you some exhaustive amount of plot detail, only to have him go, da-da-da, ha-ha-ha.
And then he gets the laugh, and you've got to look like...
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Final question, what was it like working with Michelle Pfeiffer? Because, I mean, I know she's not in it that much, but, I mean, what was that like?
Ooh.
Yeah?
I mean, they told me when I found out that Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be Janet, your wife, I was like, ooh. I've never met her before.
Really?
No, I never have. Big admirer of her. A stunning woman, in every way, great actress. And then they tell you, we're going to make you both look 30 years younger. Michelle Pfeiffer, 30 years younger. Oh,
like
whoa,
Scarface era, kind of.
Yeah, so I said, I like this. I like this Marvel world.
All right, I have to leave it there. Thanks a lot.
Brian.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
gonna die. I don't wanna die. We didn't die!
Hey, what'd I miss?
We were just tiny!
It takes two to make a thing go right.